Find a comfortable seat. Take a moment to feel grounded. Maybe you interlace the backs of the fingers together and bring all the fingertips together. Pinky on pinky all the way to the thumb to thumb. And then just let it sit down in your lap. Allowing the spine and the neck to suddenly grow long. And then without much thought, taking that first deep breath, really deep. Hold it for a heartbeat. And then as you open your mouth, let it all out. The inhale growing the spine, the neck, the roof of the mouth lifting up. And keeping tall, the exhale drawing it all into your heart. 5 count in. 5 count out. And the mind will wander. And when it does, just come back to this breath. So as you start to reach the arms down by the side, extending through all 10 fingers, use your next inhale to slowly begin to sweep the arms up, taking the entire breath. And for a moment up there, hang out. Palms don't need to come together. Let the shoulders soften, listen a little higher. And as you exhale, reaching the arms all the way out, spiraling them back down to the ground. Notice the inhale filling up. 5 count exhale, reaching out and slowly down. Let's do a few of these. When you're ready, bring the right hand to the left thigh. The left hand behind you, maybe on a block. And then take a moment to sit up really tall. And as you exhale, turn your belly and heart to the left. If you want to go a little deeper, you can turn your chin over your right shoulder. But as you inhale, lengthen the spine, the neck. And as you exhale, feel your belly button turning left a little more. One more breath here. You can use the inhale to slowly begin to sweep the arms back up over your head. And then ride the exhale, bringing the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind you. And at first, grow a little taller. As you exhale, turn the belly and the heart to the right. The chin over the left shoulder. And the length of the inhale is the same as the length of the exhale. As you inhale, sweep the arms back up. And then you're going to bring the arms into a cactus, letting the forearms lean back, opening up the heart, lifting out of the hips, and keeping the arms on a horizontal plane. As you exhale, you're going to bring the forearms and the palms together, rolling the upper back. The inhale, opening up the heart, letting the wrists drop back. The exhale, rounding, forearms together. A couple of these, slow 5 count inhale, opening the heart. 5 count exhale, rounding. Bringing the arms behind you, interlacing the fingers, take a breath, lift the heart up, and then you're going to simply hinge forward. We're all going to look different. So take a moment, the breath here, widening the collarbones. And then your next inhale, you're going to sweep all the way back up, fingers touching the clouds. This exhale brings the hands behind you. Let the other thumb be on top. Take a breath, lift the heart, and then exhale, rounding forward. Forehead maybe touches the ground. Take a breath, widening the collarbones. Your next inhale, sweeping the arms all the way back up. As you bring the arms down to the thighs, take a breath here, just feeling the effects. As you inhale, the arms slowly back up. As you exhale, you're going to bring the left hand down, the right hand up and over, and you're going to feel it down the right side. Take a breath here, both lungs fully expanding. Your next inhale, sweep the left arm back up, and you're going to bring the right arm down and extend from your left hip to your left wrist. Take a breath here. Inhale, sweep the arm back up, and the 5 count exhale over to the left. The 5 count inhale coming up, and the 5 count exhale going down. Stay with it. Allow the shoulders to stay soft. Going side to side with the spine. And this time when you come up, reach high to the stars, and then slowly bring the hands out in front, finding your way onto your hands and knees, kicking away any props that are in the way. Let the knees get about as wide as your hands, a little bend in the elbows. And since we just did side to side, let's start with a little up and down with the spine. So as you begin to drop the belly, begin to open up the heart, and since no one's there, flare the sit bones. Exhale, you're going to round the back up to the ceiling. Really round all 10 fingers. And then let's begin a few of these. The 5 count inhale, slowly dropping the belly, opening the heart. The exhale, tucking the tailbone and rounding. So first we move the spine side to side. Now we're doing it up and down. And then you're going to step the hands forward, just about a handprint. And you're going to start to take the hips forward, and as you do, widen your collarbones. As cheeky as it sounds, let your collarbones smile. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, you're going to push through the hands, the fingers, and drop the hips. Inhale. Slowly, you're going to roll forward like an ocean wave, finishing the inhale when you finish the movement. And then as you exhale, hips back, rounding the chin to the collar, rounding the spine. So now forward and back with the spine. Up. Pushing through the fingers, all 10 of them, rounding the hips back to the heels. And if they don't hit, don't worry. Now this time as you come up, bring the hands back under the shoulders. We did up and down, side to side, forward and back. Now start to move in all of those directions. Forget what Yoga Journal says this is supposed to look like. Own this, discovering your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, the spine and the neck. Take a few breaths here. Moving almost like an amoeba or a cartoon character. Now as you tuck the toes, begin to lift the knees off the ground, discoing the hips a little side to side, shaking out the head a little, discovering your ankles, your knees, and your hips. As you bend both knees, look at your hands, handstand, or simply baby step your feet up behind your hands. I can't see what you're doing. Now as you bend the knees, hang out for a moment, let the head go. You can come up onto the fingertips. If you want to go a little deeper, you can grab your elbows. And as the head comes through the arms, feel the weight as you bend the knees one at a time. Swaying almost like a monkey's tail. Forward and back, side to side. If you really want to get nutty, interlace the fingers behind your neck and then bend the knees just a little on the exhale. See what goes on there. Stay with the breath. then as you release the hands, touch your toes. And keeping the chin tucked, slowly roll all the way up, feeling the spine stacking. Heavy shoulders. And when you're ready, sweeping the arms out and all the way back up. And as the arms reach up, let the shoulders soften. And staying nice and flat, inhale, you're going to lift the heels up. And you're going to lower them. That's with the breath. So the 5 count inhale up. 5 count exhale down. Couple of these, keeping the shoulders soft. Corners of the mouth slightly lifted, you're at home. And then this time, when you lift them, you're going to keep lifting the outer heels as well as the inner heels. It's okay, a little shaking is going to happen. Keep lifting. And then as you bring the palms together, slowly bring the feet back down onto the earth. The hardest one in the world, close the eyes and simply feel your body. And when the mind wanders, come back to the breath. This next inhale sweeps the arms all the way up. Take that 5 count exhale to bend the knees and sweep the arms down. Inhale the arms, just the arms. And then as you dive forward, let the hands come to the ground, maybe to the shins. But this time, inhale, come up halfway. Let the back of your neck get long. The weight coming forward. Take a breath here, long. And then you're going to use the exhale to slowly drape the body forward, tucking the chin at the end. So let's do 2 or 3 of these. Inhale, come up halfway, long neck. And the 5 count exhale, rolling, tucking the chin. Last time, halfway up. And then bend the knees so much that you can bring the hands flat to the ground and you can step back into high plank, sort of like doing a push-up. If you want to be on your knees here, you totally can. Or come into high plank. And either way, begin to move the torso side to side, sending a little love to those wrists. And a little forward and back. If you're feeling it, a big circle over in one direction. And a big circle in the other. When you're ready, let the knees come down to the ground, draw your hips back, and notice where your thumbs are pointing. Slowly lower your heart right between your thumbs, and it feels like you're sticking your butt in the air. That's okay. But then come down to your belly. And as you lift the heart, let the collarbones smile, lifting the heart. If you're breathing comfortably, when you're ready, staying on the knees, draw the hips back, and when you can see your thighs, lift up into the first downward dog. Maybe of the day. I don't know, maybe you've watched this video a couple times today, but enjoy this one. And when you look back at your feet, lift the hips, the heels up as high as they go, and as you exhale, slowly lower the heels down. Maybe lift the toes. Once again, lifting the hips, the heels up as high as they go. Exhale, slowly lower just the heels. Last time, I know it. Inhale. Keeping the hips high, slowly lower the heels, bend the knees, look beyond where you want to land, and step or jump the feet up between the hands. And fold in half. Your inhale, 5 count, sweeps the arms up. And patiently, the 5 count exhale brings the thumbs back to the heart. Take a breath here. There's no rush. When you're ready, sweeping the arms slowly up. Taking the 5 count exhale to dive forward, folding. Stay with it, come up halfway, long spine, long neck. And as you bend the knees, plant the hands, stepping back. High plank. Coming down halfway, or like before, knees, chest, chin. Coming into low cobra or up dog, take a breath. And then rolling over, coming back into downward dog. When you're ready, lift the left leg up, reaching it long and back at first. But then as you bend the left knee, slowly open up the hips. As you lift the inner left knee up a little more, feel the inhale fill the right lung. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that left knee to your nose and round the back. Now hang out here. Lift the knee up a little more. And then up and back. And then you're going to step the left foot all the way up inside your left hand. Set up here. Take a moment, the foundation, fix your shirt. And then sort of the cat-cow spine, begin to open up your heart, filling up. And as you exhale, you're simply going to straighten the left leg and tuck the chin. Inhale, bending the left knee, opening the heart big and wide. Exhale, straightening the left leg, rounding the chin. Couple more. Inhale, open even wider than before. And exhale. And this time as you straighten the left leg, keep it straight. Maybe walk the hands back a little, straighten the spine. And you can even bring the forearms down toward the ground. Getting a nice hinge there. Little love in the hamstrings. One more breath, strong legs. And then you're going to bend that left knee again. And since both legs are really strong, bring the hands to the left thigh. And then bring the arms straight out to the sides. And as you look ahead, imagine you're looking at your very best friend. And as you inhale, straighten the left leg. The exhale, going to bend the left knee. Inhale, straightening the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee one more time. And as you bend the left knee, keep it bent. This time, inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, straighten. Left knee stays bent. Inhale, bend the right knee and straighten. Right knee one more time. And then having some fun, inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee, keep it bent. Inhale, bend the right knee down to the ground. Sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, land your right elbow on the left thigh. Now before looking over to the left, look down at your big left toe. If you want to lift your right knee off the ground, you can, but you don't get a prize if you do. Wherever you are, lengthen the spine and neck on the inhale. And as you exhale, turn your belly and heart to the left. Feel the inhale, lengthening the spine and the neck. And the exhale, even the chin can turn a little to the left. Expanding three-dimensionally and lengthening. Bring the eyes and the hands back down to the ground. Bring your right hand onto the ground, but bring your left hand to your inner left thigh. You're going to push the knee forward, then you're going to come onto the sharp edge of that left foot. Nice, right? Now you're going to open up your heart, big breath here, and keep your heart as wide as it is, but then you're going to lower your heart and head down toward the ground. I promise you, your head will not fall off, so you can shake it a little. But the heart is wide, the breath is even. The sound of your inhale brings you slowly back up, and then you're going to draw the hips back. I like to do this because it sort of resets my hips. But then you're going to bend the left knee back over the foot, and you're going to bring the left hand inside your left foot. But you need to widen the hands as if they were in tabletop. Lifting the right knee off the ground, recreating a plank-like leg and body. Maybe bend the elbows a little. But lead with the heart rather than the mouth or the brain. One more breath. I know, this one's great. When you're ready, silently step back to downward dog. This time, lift the right leg up. And as you step it forward, pay attention. Walk your hands over the left, turning all 10 toes to the side of the mat. And then turn your left foot out about 45 degrees. You'll know it's right because when you bend your left knee, it goes over, around the foot. Slowly straighten. So a few of these. Exhale, bend the left knee. The slow inhale straightens. Slow exhale, bending, dropping the hips. And then as you keep it bent, you can keep the right foot flat on the ground. You You can spiral it up to the sky. The hands can stay on the ground. They can come in front of your heart. You can be a unicorn. You can even hunt unicorns if that's your thing. But most of all, feel the inner thighs lengthening. One more breath here. As the hands return to the earth, slowly straighten the left leg. And then walk your hands over to your left foot, turning all 10 toes to the back of your mat, and step the right foot up to meet it. Enjoy the fold. The 5 count inhale is going to bring you all the way back up, palms touch at the top. And then once again, patiently, 5 count exhale, thumbs to heart. Here's that hard one. Let go of everything, the breath, the muscles, and simply feel the left leg versus the right. Starting with the breath, the inhale sweeps the arms up. Take the exhale to dive forward. Long spine, long neck, inhaling. Bending the knees, planting the hands, stepping or floating back. Either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Up dog or low cobra. And then straight to downward dog. Lifting the right leg up. And slowly bending the knee. Feeling that right hip roll open. If you're feeling it, you can even use your left hand to hold on to your right foot. Make sure you don't take out anything in the living room. Fill up the left lung and bring the right knee to the nose, round. Up and back, inhaling. And then this exhale, stepping the right foot inside the right hand. Setting up. Once again, opening up the heart, fixing the shirt. Fill up. The exhale, straightening the right leg, tucking the chin. Inhale, bending, opening the heart. The exhale, straightening. Enjoy the ride, a few of these. And as you straighten that right leg, keep it straight. Maybe bring the hands back, lengthening the spine. And then you can even bend the elbows to bring those forearms down to the ground. Inner thighs squeezing like a pair of scissors. One final breath here. And then as you bend the right knee, your legs super strong. Bring the hands to the thighs at first, and then as you bring the arms out to a T, bring the thumbs into your palms and hold on. Have that friend you're looking at pull your arms straight back and begin straightening. The exhale, bending the right knee. The inhale, straightening. The exhale, bending. Your breath, your practice. Keeping it bent this time, inhale, bend the left knee. Straight. Keeping the right knee bent, inhale the left knee. One more time, just the left knee. And then you're going to straighten the right leg. Bend the right knee. And slowly lower the left knee to the ground. As you free your thumbs, inhale, bring the palms together overhead. And exhale, land the left elbow on the right thigh. Once again, nose and toe in a line. Feel the left knee lift off the ground, or maybe not. It doesn't matter. This is yours. The inhale, grow long through the neck and spine. And before looking, simply turn your belly and heart to the right. The inhale, lengthening. And then go ahead, turn the eyes and the head over to the right side. From the inner left heel through the crown of the head, grow a little longer. And then bring the eyes and the hands down. And also that knee. Drawing the hips back, resetting. And as you bend the right knee, the left hand to the ground, the right hand to the inner thigh. Pushing the knee forward, come onto the edge of that right foot. The inhale opens up the heart. And then keep that heart open as you slowly hinge forward, letting the head dangle down to the ground. 5 count inhale, 5 count exhale. If you want to bend that back leg, you can, holding on with the right hand. All sorts of options. When you're done, bring the right hand inside the right foot, but walk that right foot out enough so the hands come into table-type position, and then lift the left knee off the ground. That long line through the head to the heel, like a laser. Maybe you bend the elbows a little back toward the back, leading with the heart. You're stronger than you think you are, so take another breath here. When you're ready, step that right foot back, downward dog. Ah, delicious. And then you're going to inhale, lift the left leg slowly up, stepping it forward. And as you walk the hands back over to the right, this time turn your right foot out and bend the knee over. Let's do a few of these. Inhale, straighten the right leg. The exhale, bending just the right knee. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, bend. And this time as you bend it, keep it bent. Maybe you come up onto the ball of the right foot. Maybe you spiral the left toes up to the ceiling. Place your hands where you want. But most of all, come back to that breath of yours. When you're ready, slowly straighten that right leg. Walk the hands back to the front and step the left foot up to meet. Enjoy the fold in half. And one breath is going to bring you all the way up. Palms touch overhead, and here's that hard one again. Slowly the thumbs to the heart, closing the eyes. Let it all go. Feel the effects. Inhale, sweep the arms up and dive forward. A little different this time. You're going to come up halfway like before, but with more experience. And then you're simply going to come down to your knees, taking one cat-cow to remember how that feels. And then it's up to you. Cross one ankle over the other and simply lean back and bring the legs out in front. You can sit on something. As you widen your legs, I like to put a shaka between the thighs. You can always use 2 fists if that works. But then you're going to sit up tall and simply walk your fingers forward, and you'll know how far you'll want your fingers to go, because once they're there, you're going to let the fingers melt, the palms melt into the earth. You're going to feel like the arms are dropping and even the head drips down between the knees. Feel the back ribs, the kidneys expanding. As you keep the head heavy, start to bring the hands back toward the hips. And with the chin heavy, begin to lean back, coming onto the forearms. And as you start to bring the head back down to the earth, go ahead and move any props out of the way, make any hair or clothing adjustments. Finishing this next exhale, begin to slowly inhale, filling up deeper than you have all day. When you're ready, opening the mouth, letting it all go. Allow the breath to float away. Let the arms get heavy. Let the legs get heavy. The belly and groin softening. Feel the tongue fall away from the teeth. And allow yourself to let go. Wiggling the fingers a little, wiggling the toes, moving the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, reach the arms way to the back, the feet way to the front, and as you inhale, grow really long. And then as you exhale, let it all go. Keeping the head on the ground, slowly bring the knees into your chest and give yourself a loving and well-deserved hug. This is your practice, so pick one side or the other and simply roll onto that side. I like to put my arm under my head, but we're all different. As you lie there, soaking in this feeling that you created, visualize someone or some people in your life who could also use this feeling. Quietly finding a seated position, perhaps the one you started in or maybe a different one, whichever works for you, so that the spine and the neck can be nice and long. Bringing the yin and the yang sides of the body together by bringing the palms together in front of the heart. And as you tuck the chin in gratitude, taking 3 more even breaths together. Exhaling completely. Inhaling. The light and energy inside of me bows and respects the energy and light inside of you. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.